What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dark Souls. Okay, in the last part, I honestly completely forgot what we did, because it's been a little while. I tend to record these things in, like, spurts, you know, do a lot in a couple of days, and then do nothing for a couple of weeks, so that was kind of the situation. So our good friend that we've run into a couple times, Siegmeyer of Katarina, he's here, and I can't remember if we've talked to him at Firelink Shrine or not, but we'll go through his dialogue really quickly, like, just in case. But this is the next location that you talked to him at?
There you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Adventuring is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
Alright, interesting. Good to know. Okay, so I kind of get the feeling we've already talked to him, although I don't know. I mean, I tend to do this guy's quest in like every single playthrough I do, so it's very, very possible that I'm just remembering one of those other playthroughs and we haven't actually talked to him yet. But, regardless, what we're going to do in this one is, well, first of all, I want to reinforce my weapon, because we got that Titanite slab last time, and I think I should be able to get my sword up to plus 15, unless I already did that. Yeah, I'm not seeing the sword, so I guess it already is plus 15. Huh, I must have been on the ball last time. Yeah, baller side sword plus 15, awesome. Well, we got that slab upgraded and all, so it's time to go for the next part. I mean, there's a lot of different diverging paths you could really go through here. Once after you get the Lordvessel, the game becomes a lot less linear, and there's, you know, several different paths that you could potentially go down, several different things that you could potentially do. But before we can proceed on with killing the last 3 bosses that the game requires before you can unlock the path to the final boss, we actually have to place the Lordvessel. And to do that, you gotta talk to this guy. Wake up!
No, I'm fine. Well and wide awake.
He was talking while snoring. That's pretty talented.
Like an old withering snake.
Oh man, this guy's nasty. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and talk to him, see what he's got to say.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial servant, King Seeker Frapt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate, and the very reason your kind have appeared. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
This cutscene's pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, don't do it! Oh, he did it! He totally just did it. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. So all of the lore and, you know, storyline stuff that our friend here is going to be going over will make like absolutely 0 sense unless you've, you know, read into or looked into the backstory of this game.
Is the Firelink chamber.
Or very little sense anyway.
Successor of Lord Gwyn. Now, place the Lordvessel on the altar.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so one final thing to mention is there's actually 2 of these serpents. There's this guy, but there's also King Seeker Frapt is his name. He's kind of like the white serpent. There's also a black serpent called Darkstalker Kath. So you could talk to either one of them in order to complete the game, but talking to one serpent and placing Lordvessel is going to not allow you to use the other serpent. So if we place the Lordvessel here, we can't use Darkstalker Kath, which means you're like locked out of a covenant. But it's not terribly important, but it's just like one thing that's kind of interesting, is you're actually locked out of a covenant if you do what I'm doing here. I found that out the hard way because I was trying to unlock every single achievement in the game first time I played Dark Souls. Turns out you can't do that. There's a lot of ways to screw yourself over and make it impossible to join certain covenants in the game, and I pretty much, you know, locked off every possible locked off covenant my first playthrough. It sucked. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we're now going to get beamed up. Just like in Star Trek. Now, I wish that would happen. all these mysterious yellow gates are going to start disappearing, which means, you know, more of the game is now unlocked, which is awesome. Alright, 3 yellow gates are gone. So what we gotta do, we could listen to this guy, but I think he drones on for a while. I'd rather just get started here. But what you gotta do, basically what he tells you is you gotta kill 4 bosses, and those 3 yellow gates that disappeared unlocked the paths to 3 out of those 4 bosses. There's also another boss called the 4 Kings that you can kill without having to place the Lordvessel, but there's like 4 big bosses you gotta kill to unlock this gate here and unlock the final boss of the main storyline anyway. Why am I struggling so much here? We're going to Inner Londo. Okay, and now that we placed this Lordvessel down, we're going to go through one of the sections that the yellow gates opened up. Ah, you're still here. Cool. Our Firekeeper friend is still here for now. There is still another boss in Inner Londo that I want to kill. I'm not sure why I'm putting it off, but I kind of want to go to the Duke's Archives next, which is the region that we're traveling to right now. But eventually we'll come back and we'll fight the second boss in Inner Londo, which is called Gwendolyn. We'll get there, slowly but surely. The problem is this fool's in the way. We're gonna have to change that here. So these guys are like really slow, very easy to just get under them and stab them. We could do the same for these two, I guess, and open up these chests, but I'm going to wait for that because eventually they do just like disappear. After you unlock Gwendolyn, all these Royal Sentinel Guardian guys are no longer there, so I'm just going to wait for that so we don't even have to deal with 2 at once, because they can get kind of annoying. Alright, up here is the Duke's Archives. I'm not really sure, like, how I feel about this area personally. Like, it's okay, but, it's got some really annoying parts. I'm gonna try my best to like keep deaths to a minimum. We got some more of these boar dudes. And the bad thing about these boars is they actually don't have a weak spot. So the only option that you have is either like kill them just a really slow way or run past. Like that's it. You run past or you kill them very slowly. I kind of want to stab them to death because they don't respawn, so once you kill the boars, they're no longer here, but they do take forever to kill because they got so much armor. They don't have much health, though. That's like the lone bright side here. I'm just going to stab them in the face repeatedly. Their attacks are really easy to dodge, but of course if you get hit by them, they hurt a lot. Especially that charge attack, so I'm hoping he doesn't do that. That's why I'm kind of like sticking close to him, so he doesn't get any ideas about charging at me. These boars are like really weak to pyromancy though, so that's probably the best way to kill them is by using pyromancy spells. I don't have any. Do your kick. He has like a hind legs donkey kick thing that I'm trying to bait him into doing, but he's not really willing to do that right now. Go on, donkey kick me. A few more attacks. There is another of these boars, but both of them do not respawn. You have to kill them both in order to use the bonfire, I believe. Or you have to kill at least one of them to use the bonfire, the one that's close to the bonfire, because you can't rest at a bonfire when enemies are nearby. Now I would really like that bonfire, just in case a death happens. Doing a pretty good job of not getting hit, but this fight is dragging on. Probably 2 more stabs and he's down. If I had to hazard a guess. Yeah, 1 more, he's gonna be gone. Jump slash! Oh wow, the jump actually dealt a lot of damage. I might have to do that for the other boar. So we got the Fang Boar Helm. I could also just like hidden body and try to run past, I guess, but we gotta do this. We gotta kill the second boar. So there's a second boar right around the corner here. Alright, so to take care of him, we're gonna power within. And then great magic weapon. So I should be doing a lot more damage this time, and I'll try to remember that jump attacks really hurt the boars, so I might want to do a few more of those. Alright, come on, let's do this. Get stabbed! Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. This is a lot of damage. I wish I knew. That first boar fight would have been so much easier. I might kill this guy in like 5 hits. Oh, that was a mistake! Okay, be careful. No need to rush it. There we go. Easy as that. Okay, now we can head into the Duke's Archives. We should get the message any second. Or maybe it's after we go up the elevator, I don't know. But here's our bonfire. I don't believe this is a bonfire you can warp to, unfortunately, so we can't, like, make it out of here until we complete the area, or at least until we get to the second bonfire, which is a warp point. So we are going to have to do quite a bit of Duke's Archives. One of the main reasons I want to do this is, for one, there's a new Firekeeper soul in this area, so we'll be able to get up to our next level of Estus. And also, there is the next version of magic weapon in the Duke's Archives. So we'll be able to upgrade that. There we go. These fools are pretty easy to deal with. Unless you fail like that. I don't know if they can parry you, but I want to be careful and not stab when their shield is up, just in case. Alright, our magic weapon wore off. We still have power within, though. It's draining my health, but it is helping me kill these fools pretty quickly. Okay, kill this archer dude. We're also going to have this channeler back here. The dude shooting magic spells, one of which just staggered me. So this is bad. This is no bueno. We gotta be careful here. Okay, I got one. That should be the other dead. Cool. And we probably want to go in and kill that channeler because he's like casting spells and just being a general nuisance. So I'm gonna buff up the sword again. Hopefully power within lasts long enough before... doesn't wear off before we get up there and start stabbing. Now the channeler can just teleport away, so I'm hoping he doesn't do that. There we go. Alright, channeler is dead. And I'm gonna back out of here before bad things happen. Is there a dude? Yeah, there is a dude chasing me. Oh, that hurts. There are just like... the enemies aren't very dangerous in the Duke's Archives. There's just so many of them that I guess in a way they are dangerous. Just because they're sheer numbers. I don't think those archers are going to come. So, okay, this crystal golem here, this is very important. You got to kill this guy. For some reason, I don't fully understand the logic behind this, but if you want to access the DLC areas, which is called, like, Ulasil, is the name of the town that you can go to, the extra content, if you will, you have to kill this crystal golem. Just this random crystal golem. And I don't know if they, when the extra content was released, I don't know if anyone was, like, told this. I think you just have to figure it out. But he drops the broken pendant. And that's what you need in order to access Ulasil. And there's, like, 4 new bosses, bunch of new items, bunch of new spells. I don't know how much there is in terms of weapons, because usually by that point in the game, you already have the weapon you're going to use for the remainder of the game. There's an item over here. Yeah, we can just go ahead and do 2 stabs. Deal with the melee guys pretty easily. Great magic weapon wore off. Let's rebuff that. Alright, let's go for some of these archers. I don't think there's anything else behind these bookcases. Nah. I don't think there's any items that we really need to be aware of. Now, if I'm not wrong, there's actually an item on top of one of these bookcases here. Yeah, there's a chest up there. That chest right there, now I have no idea how to get to it personally, because there's like a puzzle involved, and it's weird, and I don't fully understand it, but that chest up there contains the Avalon crossbow, which is the best crossbow in the game. So I might try to get it, but honestly I don't know how, so it's going to have to like take some doing to figure that out. I think there may be like a chest down this corridor. There are like a lot of chests hidden in the Duke's Archives. Yeah, there's one right here. Okay, this is not a mimic chest. There's one on the other side too, so I'm going to have to go pick that up. Twinkling Titanite, not bad. Duke's Archives has a lot of good stuff if you're looking for like items to farm. I'm not really crazy about the Twinkling Titanite. I mean, look at this. Someone mentioned in a comment, like, are you ever going to upgrade your gear, bro? I'm still wearing the starter's gear, and we're, I mean, if you wanted to finish the game from this point, we are 5 bosses away from finishing the game, including the final boss, 5 total bosses. Now, we're going to do more than that, obviously, because we're going to kill a lot of the optional bosses, but, I mean, generally, really close to the end of the game and still wearing the starter's gear. But in Dark Souls, you don't really need armor. It really is an option. not a requirement. And that sounds crazy because it's like, oh, it's a hard game and all, when you need armor to protect yourself, but not really. Blocking and rolling are a lot more important than being able to avoid some damage when you actually take the attacks. So I tend to go pretty lightweight, wear pretty crappy armor, and that's fine. Alright. I guess that other Crystal Warrior guy didn't notice me. I think that's what they're called. All the gear that they have is like crystal gear, so that's why they do so much damage, even though they look pretty non-threatening. Oh, this one is a mimic, huh? I don't know about that. Okay, we're gonna have to power within here, and I lost my buff, sadly. My great magic weapon buff, but that's okay. So yeah, we gotta be careful here, because mimics, not a very dangerous enemy, I know, but the problem here is we are in a very small enclosed space. So I really don't want to be grabbed by that attack there, because depending on your health, that can be a one hit. Let's drink up there. I'm really thankful that attack didn't hit me, because that would have been death. But luckily his kicking skills are sub-adequate, so we're going to get a Crystal Night Shield here. Okay. I think that's just the Night Shield, which is a shield you can get really early on in the game, but the Crystal version of it? Crystal makes stuff really powerful, but it degrades very fast, and you can't fix it, so I've never really been a fan of Crystal weapons myself. Alright, this is the last elevator up here, and one thing we gotta do is we gotta switch out our ring, because unfortunately there is a required death coming up ahead. And that kind of sucks, and it really does take you by surprise if this is like your first time going through the Duke's Archives, but you do have to die. There's a scripted death here. Oh, did he parry me? It almost looked like he went for the parry animation. There are such things as partial parries, so maybe that's what happened. He went for the partial parry and blocked some of the damage. I'm not sure. Kind of strange. Okay, kill a Crystal Lizard there. What do we get? Blue Titanite chunks? It's not bad. I'll probably never use them, but it's really nice to get all the different colors of Titanite if you're going for like all the achievements and you have to upgrade one of each type of weapon, which I did, and it sucked. It took a long time, but it was worth it. Alright, head into our quote-unquote boss fight here. So the problem with this boss is he is invincible in his current state, so there's no way to kill him. I mean, with melee, there's just straight up no way to kill him at all. But even if you have like magic or range, you can hit him, but you cannot kill the boss. I believe you can do damage to his health bar, but there's no way to kill him. And we died. And that sucks, but we did wear the rare ring of sacrifice, so I'm not going to lose any souls. And also he does curse damage to you, but we're not going to be cursed because, well, for one, we just straight up weren't cursed. But if we were cursed, the ring would keep you from getting any curse effects, which is nice. So now we're transported, I guess, into, like, the dungeon, I want to say. Oh man, I'm just thinking about how big of an area Duke's Archives is. We might have to do 2 videos for this area for the first time ever. It's a big one. There's a lot of stuff to do. So kill this guard here. The guard only has 1 HP, so you can kill him even if you only, like, do a standard punch or something. I guess I don't have a fist equipped. A fist equipped. Man, sounded silly. I guess I don't have the ability to punch because I have weapons equipped. But yeah, you can punch him and do, like, 1 damage and it still kills the guard. That's pretty funny. Okay, so the dude turning on the giant gramophone, I guess, is like the alarm system or something like that. So all these crazy serpent people are going to come out. And also, these serpent guards here. He takes like 1 swing at you, but they just start making a beeline for the door up top. That's what they're going for, is to guard that door up there. And that's actually the way out. But we can't go up there yet, because we have to go get that key. Great magic weapon. Oh yeah, and the serpents are just like coming up here. It's kind of terrifying. Luckily they don't come up 2 by 2 because there's like 10 of those serpents. Or I guess they're not really serpents. It's serpent slash octopus. If all of them came at you at once, holy crap, man. It would... Oh, I can one-hit them. Nice. They must be like really weak to magic damage or something like that. But we are so close to getting Crystal Magic Weapon, which I'm really looking forward to. That's the next magic weapon upgrade. We are so close. The guy who sells it is actually in this area. We just gotta rescue him. Oh, let's head back down here. So what we gotta do is turn off that gramophone, and then the octopus woman will start freaking out. I believe these enemies are called like maidens or something, and like the lore behind it is oh, what happened to him? Did I kill this guy? What? Maybe this is like the guard that I killed and he fell down here. I don't know how that body got there, honestly. But anyway, the lore behind these octopus women is they're like women that the boss for this area, whose name is Seath the Scaleless, like experimented on or something like that. Anyway, that's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just, yeah. I think that's all of them. Is that? Yeah, looks like it. All right. There's also 2 more octopus women here. These lovely ladies are just in mourning here, actually, so they're not even gonna attack. They're just cool with it. You can murder them and they'll drop miracles, but I don't know. I feel kind of bad killing them because they're not aggressive or anything like that, and the miracles that they drop I won't be using, so it would be entirely pointless. So here's a familiar face. This is Big Hat Logan.
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm in prison once again. I don't suppose you could stage me yet. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me, so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me?
Yeah, totally. I think we can hear them weeping. Yeah, it's really soft in the background, but you can hear, like, a woman crying when you're close to these things. That's how you know. I guess that's how they figured out that these are, like, women that were experimented on and given octopus hair. But, anyway, let's go turn off this, this alarm system that they got. There are going to be some enemies up here, so I'm going to Great Magic Weapon and Power Within. Kill them a little bit easier. We should rest another boss fight before we get into any more super dangerous fights, so it's okay to use all the buffs now. I really wish there's like a fast stair climb option in Dark Souls 1 like there is in Dark Souls 2. That would be so nice. 287 damage. That's a lot. If you didn't know. That is a substantial amount. I have been practicing my backstabbing a little bit. I'm trying to make that happen here, but it's just not... I'm not putting my shield up anymore. I found out that one reason that was hard to backstab is a lot of times I wouldn't lower my shield, or I just like completely forgot to lower my shield when I was trying to backstab. But even with the shield lowered and all, the Balder Side Sword just has... It doesn't have much room for error when it comes to the backstab window, so it's hard. Okay, so there's our giant door key, and that's to get out. That's to get out of the area. Unfortunately, it does not free Logan, our buddy. We're still going to come back for him, but we have to get the key to his cell, which we don't have yet. So we're going to have to make a return trip. And that's like the one thing that sucks about the Duke's Archives is if you are freeing Logan, you don't have to free him. If you don't have to free him, you save a lot of time and a lot of pain. But if you are freeing him, it's a lot of backtracking. And we're also going to burn through a lot of health just while I'm, you know, running around here with Power Within active, unfortunately. So I almost wanted, you know, rest of the bonfire, but if we do that, all the serpents are going to respawn, all the octopus women are going to respawn, and I don't really want to deal with all of them again, so... Yeah, we'll probably just, like, make a return trip here. Alright, so if I remember correctly, there's still a serpent guard alive up here, so we just got to be careful with that. When we get to the top of this ladder, there should be an unfriendly NPC. No? Where'd he go? Maybe that was the body that we found that I wasn't sure where it came from. Maybe he fell off. I guess that's possible. Okay, so one thing you can do here, probably be smart to heal up. If I die doing this, it's going to be really unfortunate. But we can just drop down. Yeah, okay, I have missed that drop before, and it really sucks. And what you get here is the Maiden set and the White Seance Ring. So the White Seance Ring allows you to attune additional spells. If you're familiar with Dark Souls 2, it's like the Southern Ritual Band. I believe it was the Southern Ritual Band that allowed... Screw it, we're just going to rest at this bonfire and get my Estus back, because I don't want to die right now. So, resting at this bonfire is going to respawn these serpents. And now that the alarm system isn't going off anymore, yeah, they're just going to go straight for me. They're not going to try to climb the ladder anymore. So that's unfortunate. It means I can't stab them while they're distracted. Oh, I missed that. That would have been nice to kill this freaking fool. Stab? Yeah! Got it! It's really more of a butt stab than a back stab with these larger creatures, but there we go. I think that's actually my first backstab with the Balder Side Sword during this series, as shocking as that is. Alright, let's climb up here. This ladder's so long. Come on, son. Okay, so we do have the key for this now. The Tower Giant door key. And we can make our escape, so we just escaped from prison. Oblivion style. Actually, not really Oblivion style at all, but there are some fools here. I think you can get backstabbed by this dude. Oh my gosh, we're getting shot with arrows too? Oh, we got humanity drop from this dude. Humanity is really important because I'm going to need humanity for the next boss coming up. So any extra humanity drops are very welcome. Oh, that hurts. You'll pay for that one. We're already down 2 Estus? Man, I failed. I'm really glad I rested at bonfire, though, because otherwise we'd be hurting. Okay, we killed the channeler, which is really good. There are 2 channelers in this area. So I only killed one of them, which means another one is alive, unfortunately. But, yeah, he just hit me. So it's very important to kill the channelers. They do a lot of damage, and their magic missiles track so well. Oh, you can stab these guys in the back, too? This is going to be my new addiction. Backstabbing enemies. Who'd have thunk? Alright, so how we get over to the other side, which is where we need to get, well, how we get over to where we need to go right now. Can you please stop shooting at me? If you would be so kind, sir. Oh, that failed. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that channeler, because he's gonna, you know, do his channeling stuff. Alright, we'll stab a couple times there. Now, if you remember when I talked earlier about the Avalon crossbow? Yeah, it's down there. So how you get it, how you get that crossbow, and I don't know how to get it personally, so I'm not going to be picking it up, although I've always wanted to, because it sounds like a really cool weapon. I've heard great things, but how you need to get it is you need to get down here, you need to be standing on this ledge, but this stairway needs to be turned the opposite way. And since there isn't an entrance on this side, man, I have no idea how you're supposed to do that. I just personally am befuddled by that. Twinkling Titanite, not bad. Almost forgot to pick that one up. But yeah, if there's a good way to get the Avalon crossbow, you know, I probably wouldn't use it anyway, but you know, that's essentially what you do right there. May come back for that sometime. But for now, let's just go ahead, kill this other channeler, and get our giant prison cell key so we can free Logan as well. I really do want to do that. I'm going to kill this guy over here because he noticed us, unfortunately, so it's going to be just make life easier to stab him to death. So right. No chest over here. Some of these pathways have chests at the end of them, some of them don't. Most of them are just like Titanite pieces of various shapes, sizes, colors, and ethnicities, so I don't know how important they really are. Oh, he's going to teleport away, huh? Where'd he go? They do tend to do that. Oh, he just straight up teleported to the other side. Alright, well. Yeah, let's go get him. I actually have to move this stairway anyway, so you are invincible when you're turning the handle, so that's kind of nice. Just bob and weave, bob and weave. You're gonna pay for that. Oh, he killed me? Oh my gosh! I had no idea he could do that much damage. Holy crap! That is so much damage. I don't even know right now, man. I don't even know right now. That is so much damage. I'm just like in shock. Alright, so that was super frustrating, so let's just freaking try to chill and not, you know, make a death-causing mistake out of, you know, frustration, which is typically how I tend to die in this game, honestly. Alright, butt stab time. I could have sworn. There we go. Alright. Take two. Had no idea channelers could one-hit you with their trident. Well, I had a sliver of health gone, so it wasn't quite a one-hit, but it was a load of damage. I had no idea that they hurt that bad, so I'll try to be more cautious this time. I just want to get Logan freed, and then we can, you know, really start to worry about something else. I probably won't kill Thief in this video, just because it would take so long to get to that part from where we are right now. There we go. These guys, no problem, as long as you're just patient with them. The channelers, on the other hand, are real freaking jerks, as we have learned thus far. Alright, so we do have to go all the way back around here and take the same path we've already taken. Alright. Make sure this guy doesn't stab us in the back, make things uncomfortable. At least I do know this path fairly well, and this place can be confusing, like if it's your first time through it. There we go. Sweet revenge. Okay, let's go kill that chicken channeler. I guess if it was French, it'd be more like Channelet. The first channeler just goes down so easily. I'm not so sure about like what this second one has going on. Stab you. Nice, nice. Are we safe behind here? I believe so, yes. Yes, we are. Very nice. Okay, so as long as he doesn't teleport away, we should be able to end his existence here. Oh my gosh. So you can roll through these magic bolts, but they do travel very fast, so it's easier said than done for sure. Oh my gosh. Well, what really sucks, probably the worst things about the channelers, is their teleporting animation, they're actually invincible during that animation. They get invincibility frames, which is usually something that are beneficial. That scared me so much when he raised his trident. I was like, oh no, not again, not again. But we got him. Alright. Our downfall last time was we didn't use the buff, so it took 3 hits to kill instead of 2. If I had the great magic weapon buff, we would have killed him in 2, and we wouldn't have died, and that would have been, you know, smart, but oh well. Alright, what we're gonna do here is pop this open. Pop this sucker open. Then open up here. We get the channeler set, so we get to dress like them. You can even get the channeler's trident as a drop, so you could look completely like a channeler. It is a pretty rare drop, though. Well, you don't look completely like them because the character models are much smaller than the actual channelers are, so you can look like a little mini channeler if you want to. Is it crystal ember, so we can make our own crystal weapon? Excuse me, crystal weapons. I won't be doing that personally, but that's always an option. And there is Thank goodness, a bonfire over here. So we're gonna rest. I think that's gonna do it for this one. I'm cutting the Duke's Archives in half just because it would probably take over an hour to complete everything. We do have to go back and free Logan, and then we have to run back here so we can purchase things from Logan. So that's going to take a while in itself, and then we also got to go kill the boss. And if I die on the boss, it's a very, very long run back. So hopefully this will be another one-shot boss, or one attempt anyway. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Have a good one.